My name is Millicent Ginger, and I have been on an intermittent fasting diet, the warrior diet. That's when you fast for 19 hours and then feast for 5 hours for exactly 1 week. And this morning was when I weighed myself for the first time. So this video is to let you know how much weight I lost on 1 week of intermittent fasting. Now, before I begin, I will cover exactly what I did so you understand where I'm coming from. I'm a chubby bugger because I like my beer, and I realized that I needed to do something about that. So I did a lot of research into intermittent fasting, and last week, exactly 7 days ago, so last Friday, I started intermittent fasting. What that meant is I stopped eating 10 o'clock Thursday night, and I did not eat again until 5 o'clock the following day. And that's basically been my protocol. I have not changed anything else about my diet except when I eat. 10 o'clock is the cutoff window, 5 o'clock is when I can eat again. And so I have done that for 7 days. And the interesting thing is I haven't necessarily changed what I've been eating, and I eat like crap. Well, I don't eat like crap, I eat like a gourmand because I love food. And I still continue to drink the beer. But today was a day I wanted to see whether it had had any effect. I will tell you, 7 days of intermittent fasting, feasting for 19 or 20 hours, has made me feel incredible. I have loved it. There have been all sorts of benefits that I never expected. I feel very alert, very mentally focused. A lot of the times I used to get very, very drowsy and tired at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. I was literally sometimes falling asleep at my desk at work. Do not experience that whatsoever. I've struggled a bit with hunger pangs, but not too bad. I can definitely say this has not been a difficult thing to do. Basically what happens is I get up in the morning and I will have a glass of seltzer water, because seltzer water has no calories and it fills you up. About 9:30 in the morning I have my first cup of black coffee. That normally staves off the hunger pangs until around lunchtime, so like 12 o'clock I'll have another cup of coffee. 2 o'clock maybe some more seltzer water, and then 5 o'clock, anytime after 5 o'clock I can eat. Normally it's about 5:30 when I get home from work. It's been as late as 6:30. Today actually it is 6:30, and this is pretty much the first thing that I've had today, which isn't very healthy, I'm sure. In fact, I haven't had dinner yet, but I digress. Have I lost any weight? Well, I weighed myself Friday of last week, and I weighed 188.5 pounds. And my scale said I was 24% body fat, which is chubby. That's why I needed to go on a diet. So my standard for success in this intermittent fasting is if I got down to about anywhere in the 187 range. If I did that, then I was losing weight, so I know at least I was heading in the right direction, and then there were certain things I could tweak. And the interesting thing is, I have to admit, as far as the lifestyle choice goes, I've really enjoyed this last week, and I've had a lot of success with it. So even if I don't lose any weight, it's something that I think I would continue doing. Especially, it's funny, there's this whole concept of decision anxiety, that there are so many stupid, inconsequential decisions we have to make every day, that the really successful people cut out as many as possible. That's why Steve Jobs only ever wore jeans and a black polo neck. He only ever wore that, and that way he didn't ever need to decide what he was going to wear on a particular day. Barack Obama only wears, I think, a black or a charcoal suit, because that way he cuts out having to choose what suits he wears. And I mean, in the last week of videos, you've seen some of the suits I wear, and I quite like my suits, so that's actually kind of a good, simple idea. So the fact that I don't need to worry about breakfast, and I don't need to pack a lunch, first of all, that's super, super simple. I'm just out the door in the morning. Second, I save money. I mean, in an ideal world, I would be organized and I'd have my food at home and I'd do a packed lunch and I'd go to work. But the truth is that I didn't do that as often as I'd like. So I was spending money either on breakfast or at lunch. And you know, if you spend $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, that adds up. That adds up pretty damn quickly. So from a practicality point of view, not having to worry about that, not having to worry about eating anything until you get home from work is just great. it saves time, effort, decision anxiety, it saves money. Then also there are all the benefits of feeling it, the mental clarity and everything like that. So I'm going to stick at intermittent fasting. This is a new lifestyle that I'm going to stick to. But did I lose any weight? Well, first thing this morning, I got up and I weighed myself, and this is what happened. Remember, I weighed 188.5 pounds before, and this is what the scale said. 185 point something. So, I lost weight. I legitimately lost weight. I lost like 3 pounds of weight. But this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to show you the next bit from when I weighed myself this morning. Body fat percentage. Remember when I started off it was 24%? 23.3. So I lost 0.7% of body fat, which doesn't sound like much, but actually when you work it out, you know, from 188.5 pounds, that actually works out to 1.3 pounds of pure body fat I lost in the last 7 days. Lost 3 pounds in weight, 1.3 pounds in body fat. I feel fantastic. So, yeah, this is great. This has really worked for me. It's fantastic. It's something that's sustainable. I think I can stick to it. I have not starved myself in any way. In fact, if you watch the last 7 days of videos, you'll see there have been some days I've eaten like a pig. I mean, literally, last Sunday when we got my kids Domino's pizza, I ate so much I felt sick in the evening. It tapered off this week. I think from like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday onwards. I mean, last night I ate what I would probably eat in the evening time anyway. So, you know, I wasn't eating any extra food. I just wasn't having breakfast or lunch. And so that's presumably how it works. I think moving forward, I'm going to eat sensibly. I'm going to start thinking a lot more about what I eat. So I think it's definitely going to get easier and the effects are going to get better. But this week I ate and drank like a big chubby ginger guy. But I took a step away from being a big fat chubby ginger guy. So yeah, intermittent fasting, the warrior diet I think they call it. It is revolutionary. It has changed my life and I'm really excited to keep up with this journey. I'm not going to bore you with a diary of my intermittent fasting every single day. I'm going to bore you with all sorts of other crap, so don't worry, this channel can continue. I will check in with you at the end of 30 days or 1 month of intermittent fasting and let you know how it goes. Let you know whether I managed to stick to it, let you know how much weight I lost, let you know how I feel. So there we go, that's it. Till then, cheers. I'm going to enjoy this ice cold glass of beer. Then I have to start thinking about what I'm going to eat as my first and only meal of the day. It's Friday, it's the weekend. It's been a really, really interesting week. So I am very happy it's over. Very happy to have a cold beer on my hands. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Good night.